Hi everybody, DrBiology here, and this video is on ATP and it's part of a series of videos for A-level biology in biological molecules. So let's get started. So energy in organisms are required for anabolic reactions. So this is building larger molecules from smaller molecules. It moves substance across the cell membrane. So, for example, active transport, so moving against a concentration gradient, or to move substances within the cell. In animals, for muscular contraction, nerve impulses, and many cellular processes. And finally, in all known forms of life, ATP from respiration is used to transfer energy in all energy requiring processes in cells. So let's look a bit more at the structure of ATP. Okay, so on the right, we have the structure of ATP. You can see it's made of ribose, sugar, adenine, and phosphates, attached phosphates, 3 phosphates here. So it's known as adenosine triphosphate. So it's the immediate source of energy for the cell. Plant and animal cells release energy from glucose in respiration, and energy released from glucose is used to make ATP. So the structure of ATP, the ATP molecule is a phosphorylated macromolecule. It's got 3 parts. First of all, adenine, a nitrogen-containing organic base. Ribose, a sugar molecule with a 5-carbon ring structure, which is a pentose sugar that acts as the backbone to which other parts are attached. And finally, phosphates, so a chain of 3 phosphate groups. Now, for the exam, you would not be expected to use the full name. You can use the word ATP. Why does ATP act as an energy store? So basically the bonds between the phosphates are quite weak, so they have a low activation energy. So basically what will happen is that hydrolysis reaction occurs and it's catalyzed by enzymes called ATP hydrolase or ATPase. As you can see, ATP then becomes ADP with the release of 1 phosphate. So energy is released from the hydrolysis of ATP. And you can see that there are 2 reactions going on here. So ATP being reduced to ADP and then further to AMP. The synthesis of ATP. So basically ATP is useful as an energy carrier because it cycles. So you can see in the diagram the cycling of ATP. It also packages the energy released from respiration into useful amounts. So it doesn't release all of the energy so that a lot of it is wasted. So you can see ATP to ADP, hydrolysis occurs, energy is released for use by cells to do work, and then with the ADP and the phosphates being added to in a condensation reaction, energy is released from organic substrate during respiration. So respiration provides the energy required for this condensation reaction that converts ADP back into ATP. And the energy for condensation reactions come from the chemical energy stored in glucose. So synthesis of ATP from ADP requires the addition of a phosphate molecule. And there's 3 ways of doing this, and you will learn this when we do respiration. If you can't wait, DrBiology has done a series of videos on respiration, and you can find the link in the comments box. So 3 ways: photophosphorylation. So this is in plants, in chlorophyll containing plant cells during photosynthesis. Secondly, oxidative phosphorylation in plant and animal cells during respiration. And thirdly, substrate level phosphorylation in plant and animal cells when phosphate groups are transferred to ADP. So why is ATP a suitable source of energy? Well, as we've already said, firstly, energy is released in small, manageable amounts. Secondly, ATP is soluble, so it can be easily broken down in a hydrolysis reaction. And thirdly, it does involve simple hydrolysis and condensation reactions. However, ATP cannot be stored for any length of time. It has to be continuously made within the mitochondria. Okay, so that brings us to the end of this short video on ATP. So please do check out the respiration videos, and I will see you soon.